Hey y'all, so I figured it would be fun to hop on and talk a little bit about my skincare routine and how I do my makeup. It's nothing extravagant, it's pretty basic, but I thought it would be fun to share because my makeup only takes me maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I usually do it 5 to 6 days a week, and yeah, it's pretty fast, pretty easy, so I thought it'd be fun to do something other than our nails. So usually I'll wash my face in the mornings. I don't always do it on the mornings I have to work, honestly. But I try to do it every morning that I'm off or have an evening shift, and then I do it every single night, no matter what. So to take off my makeup, all I use is these Kirkland daily facial wipes. Super cheap from Costco, nothing crazy again. I usually grab some stuff from like Ross, Ulta, Marshalls, wherever. Like, I'm not super picky about my skincare. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. So right now I'm using the Burt's Bees Deep Cleansing Cream. I like this stuff a lot, but again, I just grab whatever. I usually don't lean towards or always buy something. And then usually once or twice a week, I will use this exfoliator on my face. This is also just the Burt's Bees. It just came in like a package. So I'll use that. And then right now, all I'm using for moisturizer is a CeraVe, I think that's how you say it, moisturizing cream. Giant tub, and I want to say it was like $10 or something. I don't know. But this will last forever. My face has been doing great on it. And then at night, I use that during the day, and then at night I just use the night PM one. I don't know exactly what the difference are, but it's been working. And then under my eyes, I don't know if it really makes a difference, but it feels just like refreshing under my eyes. If I don't put it on, like my eyes feel so dry. I just use the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Eye Cream. I think this is like $10 for this tiny little thing. I had a giant one that I got on Black Friday one year, and it has been missing for literally at least 6 months. I have no idea where Wyatt put it because he'll like go in my drawers and take the stuff out. No idea where it's at. So that's basically all my skincare. Super easy. And then so I exfoliate usually once a week. And then I also have like a bunch of little masks. Like this is a Bliss mask. I think this was from Target. Like I just grab random ones. Again, I'm not picky about my skincare. My skin isn't really that sensitive or anything. So yeah, usually I'll do a mask like once or twice a week as well. So for my makeup, again, it takes me maybe 5 to 10 minutes. It's super easy, super fast. I don't remember the last time I used an actual foundation. For whatever reason, in the camera, it shows like my skin is really uneven, but in reality, it's not. Like my cheeks are pretty red. That's just how they are. But like it shows on the camera, like I have all this imperfections, but when I look in the mirror, like it doesn't look like that at all. So I don't know what it is. But yeah, so I usually will wash and moisturize my face, and then I let it sit and make sure it's not like tacky. If I'm in a hurry, I won't put my under eye cream on there because it takes a little while for it to really set and dry and soak in. So if I'm in a hurry and I don't have time to let that sit, I won't use the under eye cream. So again, I haven't used the foundation. I'm gonna be looking back and forth into the mirror, by the way. But I've been using this L'Oreal Magic BB cream. It basically like evens out my skin. I don't really use it on my forehead or anything because my forehead is pretty dark for whatever reason. So I usually just put it on my cheeks, and it will literally like just even out my cheeks and make them not so red, even out my skin tone, and it's super easy. Again, I don't remember the last time I used an actual foundation. So I'll just put this on, and I use, this is a brush from Amazon that I got. I got like a kit of them. It's just a flat top, I think it's called a kabuki brush. Again, I'm not a makeup person. Take this with a grain of salt. This is just what I do. So all I do, usually I'll put it directly on my face. I'll try to do it in the camera, but this is almost out. I want to say this is like $10 maybe. It's probably closer to $5. Super cheap and affordable. Again, I don't put it on my forehead or else it will darken, like it'll darken to your skin tone. And so I don't put it on my chin or my forehead. I just use whatever's left over. So I just buff this in, and again, because it's not foundation, you don't have to be like perfect with it. You basically just rub it in like lotion. And then I kind of just take like whatever's left over and I'll wipe it onto my forehead. But again, this camera is like really weird. If I back up, it's not so bad. Maybe it just notices all the imperfections in my skin that I don't see. I don't know. And if I want more coverage, so I'll put a layer on, and like the night we went to a concert or something, I'll do like 2 layers, and then it's like, it looks like foundation. Again, this camera is like picking everything up. Looks like I might have to order more because I have like none left. But I love this stuff. Again, I think I bought this when I was doing my hospital bag when I had Wyatt, and I never looked back. I never got any. I think I have 2 things of foundation in here that I have not touched. So yeah, I just do that real quick, and then I will take, it's gonna take a little bit longer because I'm talking, but if I'm not talking, it literally takes me 5-10 minutes at that. And then my under eyes, I use this e.l.f. 16-hour concealer, and I just put a little bit under my eyes. This stuff is amazing. I have never used any high-end products ever in my life, but I know I've seen people say that it's comparable to Tarte, if you're familiar with Tarte products. They're not super high-end, but they're more expensive. They're not like drugstore. I mean, you can get them at Ulta, but I kind of just buff this in. You want to use your ring finger. I think your ring finger does like the softest pressure compared to any of your other fingers. So I will just lightly buff that in. I won't make it perfect, obviously. It's kind of just to get it on there. You don't want to like pull, you kind of want to tap. But again, I'm no makeup artist. This is just what I do and what works for me. So I kind of just do that. If I'm doing something like going out or something, I'll put a little on my forehead, a little down my nose, and a little on my chin and right here. But quickly every day I do that, and then I will take the same kabuki brush and kind of buff it in. Just to make sure it's all evened out. And yeah. I look like I'm crazy on here. If I back up, it's not so intense. Maybe I just look crazy all the time. I don't know. I don't think so. So yeah, I just buffed that out real quick, and then I have this little red spot. It's been here for years. I have no idea what it's from. So I just have this like liquid powder foundation, and I'll just cover that up real quick. I don't make it perfect, I don't care. And then I have this matte powder, translucent powder. This is Rimmel, just a clear translucent powder. And then I'll use a big powder brush and put that all over. Because my face does get oily, especially like around here and around my nose. So I really focus on getting it around my eyes so that the concealer doesn't crease. And then I put it like all over, especially my forehead where I get oily, and then around my nose. And then I just kind of buff that out. Done, boom, easy peasy. And then some days I'll put on a little bit of bronzer just down here. Not to really contour, but to give a little bit. So I'll just squeeze this brush usually to make it more dense. Dip it in my bronzer and then do this where my cheekbones are. Just to give a little definition. And then just buff it out. And since my cheeks are usually so red anyways, I don't ever put on blush. That's just me. My cheeks are naturally just very rosy, so I don't ever use blush. This is just Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This smells so good. Smells amazing. So I'll do that, and if I'm going out, I'll put on like a highlight here and like on my nose and right here. But again, on a day-to-day basis, I don't. And then for my eyebrows, my eyebrows are pretty full. I don't really do much with them, so I just take this little spoolie, I brush them out, and I kind of just fill in the tail, and that's about it. Pretty basic. And for them, I use the e.l.f. eyebrow kit in light. So all I do is it's like a dark and a light shade. So I take the darker shade and I will just kind of, I can't do this in the camera. I will just fill in the tail a little bit. Again, like people get really into their brows and shaping them and all of that. I feel like mine look okay. So I don't really spend that much time doing them. Just make them a little less patchy looking, like super easy. And yeah, so then I'll just do this side. Do you guys take a lot of time on your makeup? I mean, I used to be like more into it, but now I've tried to learn how to be better at it, but I just don't like spending the time doing it. It's just like my hair. Like I love having my hair curled, but I hate doing it and my hair does not hold curl well. So it just doesn't last. So that's another reason why I hate doing it. So then I'll just do that quickly and then I'll just spoolie them out again just to make sure there's no harsh lines and see if I missed anything. Like this, I kind of need a little bit more in the front. So on the front, I'll go kind of straight up and then I kind of go like with the hairs. Because your brows in the front kind of typically go straight up, right? So, why is this not closing? Again, I use all drugstore products. Like super cheap. Like e.l.f. is always cheap. And then for my brow, this is nasty, but this is just clear. I swear it's clear. Clear brow gel. It's Essence. It's literally like $1 at, I think I got it at Ulta, but I think they'd also have this at the dollar store. I just put that on there to set them so they don't like get all crazy. And then I'll curl my lashes real quick. I just have a basic curler. My right lash, my lashes are pretty decent. I've thought about getting eyelash extensions, but I think they're just, all of them that I've seen are just too dramatic for me. So this one never like wants to be nice. So I have like a pack of different mascaras I've been using. So right now I'm using this classic Great Lash by Maybelline. Everyone knows what this is. But usually I use the L'Oreal Voluminous. It has like a gold cap and it's like a dark gray, charcoal, black color, the bottle is. That's usually what I use, but I have this pack that I got for Christmas one year. I cannot talk and do this. I got for Christmas one year, so that's what I've been using. Again, I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do your lashes. I kind of like blink to cover them. And it's kind of just what works for me. So I'll just put on a couple coats real quick. And usually, like this left one is always perfect. Like does not clump. The lashes are always separated perfectly, and my right one, it just like is never, it always clumps. It never is like pushed up enough. So yeah, that's literally all I do. Quick, And again, this usually will take me maybe 5 to 10 minutes if I'm not standing here talking. If I get any mascara on my, you can see I have some on my lids, what I like to do is take this, I'll let it dry for a second, and then I'll take this spoolie and then rub it on my skin, and that seems to be the easiest way to get it off that I have found, rather than trying to like use my finger or something. So that's what I do for that. Again, if I'm going anywhere, I have like eyeshadow palettes that I use, but honestly, like, it's like a couple times a year that I use these. I mostly just like neutrals. I don't do anything crazy. I don't ever wear lip products unless I'm going somewhere. Like, I just don't. I mean, I wear like chapstick, and that's about it. So yeah, that was that. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope that helped. Again, I'm not a makeup artist. This is just what works for me in my little bit of time that I have to get ready either before work or before getting Wyatt up or before we have to leave the house or something like that. Super fast, super easy. A lot of time too, like I'll put some of that BB cream on my neck to even it out, but like every day I don't. Like I kind of just go as fast as I can and then just leave it at that. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in.